31 seconds, and we're on for auto sequence start. Five, four, three, two, one.
Good evening and welcome to Behind the Glass. I'm your host Lionel Green, along with Glenn Wooten. How you doing today, man?
Great, Lionel. Great. This is our debut show here.
Yes, it is. Sponsored by State Farm, James and Ray Mensa from State Farm. You know, they are sponsors for today's show. But we got a lot going on, man. What we got on tap for today?
Well, some of the subjects we're going to talk about, Lionel, is we're going to talk about that burning question we have here at WBGR is should college athletes be paid?
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about Marshawn Lynch and a couple other things that happen around the NFL.
Okay.
And then talk about the exciting things that WBGR is going to be doing here.
There you go. Well, let's get into it, man. Let's talk about should college athletes be paid?
My feeling is they should.
Mine too.
You know, I think the college athletes, and a lot of people get that messed up. They say, well, we're giving them a free ride. Mm-hmm. It's not a free ride.
It's not a free ride.
It's not a free ride at all. And one of my opinion is, you know, even if a full scholarship is never full, because there's certain things you still have to pay for.
And let me tell you this. A lot of people are getting certifications versus get degrees. Therefore, I don't think the degree matters. So that devalues you giving me a scholarship to get an education. You're giving me a scholarship to play sports.
And basically, that's what's happening. And the other thing is too, these student athletes get hurt. They're no good to the school no more. They take them and throw them on a heat pile and say, "Go get your own." You know, so I think they should set up a system. You know, even with insurance.
Exactly.
And when people say, "Well, it's not right. It's not amateur. It's not the way it's done." Times change. Things change.
Exactly. And why has everything else changed? But the fact that the student athlete shouldn't get paid. You're selling their jersey, and just because you don't put their name on the back of it, I'm number 23. I got 2,000 yards for the season so far, and you're selling my jersey, and that's the number one jersey being sold in Oklahoma. Just because my name on it don't mean it's not my jersey.
And everybody knows because that is tied to you. It's tied to you, and when those things you have done, and also when you turn around, the student athlete gets hurt.
Exactly.
He's no longer, as we say, he's not good to you anymore. You don't do anything for him.
Yeah.
He's got, and then the life after the college, he's got all these things they have to deal with.
Exactly.
You know, and then we turn around, we see you're building new buildings.
Exactly.
You're building new stadiums.
Yeah.
You're building all this. And where are you getting that money from?
All on the back of these athletes.
All on the back of these athletes.
So my thing is this. You have a student athlete. You're making money from this student athlete. And if you're not, even on the video games and stuff, from year to year, once again, I'm number 23. I'm the star running back. I leave the school. Why is it the next year that running back's number is number 5 and it matches the new running back?
Well, because you got to find a way to get around these different things. And now you hear people say, well, all he wants is on the D1 level, it's on this level, it's on that level. Well, you got to come up with a system. Nobody's going to say it's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
But you still realize you are profiting on the blood, sweat, and tears of these kids. You are profiting. You know, these head coaches are making millions of dollars, maybe on a D1, but they're still making millions of dollars. These ADs are making millions of dollars. Yeah. And you know, and the town, don't forget, the town is making a lot of money
into these cities. Man, the CIAA tournament, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
$4 million on that weekend.
That's just a weekend.
That's the weekend because of these athletes coming into town and the concerts and stuff like that. But my thing is this. I don't believe they should get paid like a professional athlete. These kids would love to have $500 a week, you know, $1,000 a week. You know, you can base it on something that's going to make them stay in college. You know, this will make them stay here. You don't have to pay them hundreds of thousands of dollars, but they should have something that they can meet the minimum standard of living. You know what I mean? So that I think it's a way to do it, to balance it, that you're not paying them the same amount of money that you're paying the professional athletes, but you can pay them enough that it make them want to stay at college, do their schoolwork, and not try to leave, especially the basketball players, not try to be one and out.
Yeah, you know? You're very hypocritical when it comes to that. NCAA tournament, everybody knows the Final Four. You be looking for that. and it gets great and it's exciting, but you go ahead and lose. They throw you out of the hotel that day, make you travel back home and the thing, and come on. And you're making all this money on these Final Four. Now, how many people in? And don't tell me nobody's betting on these things.
I know.
I mean, so there's money all over the place, but these athletes are not supposed to get a piece of that.
They're not supposed to get any of it.
No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
and you know they're getting paid.
They're getting tore off.
Getting paid.
Yeah, they're getting tore off.
Hey, listen, how does one person in North Carolina get said that he ran this whole bogus program with the education department so these kids would pass?
Yeah.
You know, so that's another topic.
That's a whole other topic right there.
Itself. So, you don't want to pay them. You barely educate them.
Yeah.
Because they got it. What they got to do? They got to win. It's all about the winning.
It's all about the winning. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be right back here on the WBGR Network.
Want that perfect smile but can't afford it? Dentures for Less is your answer. Same-day service for quality and fashionable dentures starting at $199. Call 301-459-5901. Make your appointment today.
We're back in the studio, live in the studio of WBGR Sports Network, here on the WBGR Network channel. I'm your host, Lionel Green, along with Glenn Wooten. We just got through talking about should college athletes be paid. It's a lot more conversation that can go with that, but we're going to put that to the side for right now. We're going to go into some professional athletes.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the NFL, and there's a lot of topics this season, and a lot of it, I mean, there's so much going on. Every time you turn around, there's another athlete being accused of something or something they have done, or they've gone to Twitter, said some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But one of the things that happened early on in the season was the whole Ray Rice episode.
Yeah.
Now, I know you have a strong view on the whole Ray Rice incident, so let's talk about that, Lionel.
Yeah, well, I don't condone, first of all, I want to say I don't condone any man hitting any woman. I also don't condone any woman hitting any man, nor spitting in their face or smacking them or whatever the case may be. My problem with the whole Ray Rice incident was that when it came about, they know what Ray Rice did, and they suspended him for 2 games. So that was the punishment for what he did. And then it was TMZ who released this new tape of showing him hitting her and knocking her out in the elevator. And now they want to suspend him from not only for the season, but they want to tell him he can't play football anymore, period. So it's like, you can't work, period, because you hit a woman. That's what I don't agree with. Is that you already punished him, so it's like double jeopardy. I don't know what they thought had happened to her when he drug her out of the elevator unconscious. Right. So, what is your feelings on that?
Well, it's tough, as you say, and it's even tougher to watch because you don't want to see anybody beat anybody up like that, man, woman, child. It's just hard to watch. Yeah. And to see the disdain and the disrespect he had for her. Exactly. I know he was mad, but that was a little bit much.
But you know what was more disrespectful? She turned around and married him.
Well, that's opinions and a whole lot of other stuff that we can get into. Yeah. And nobody knows what that situation was like or what was going on with that. But my whole thing is, again, you did punish him.
You punished him.
You punished him, and you took away that for the time. Now to come back and say again, well, we didn't know what was in here and what was in there, and you always have to wonder about stuff like that. Yeah. Because we know the NFL has its own security specialists. Yeah. We know they do a lot of background stuff. So you always have to wonder.
Well, I believe they've seen the tape.
Oh yeah, and then you bow down to pressure.
Exactly.
You got to stand for something, whether it be the wrong situation or not. You got to stand for something. So that was interesting.
Well, my thing is this, Glenn. Domestic violence cases are every day in the court system. Yes. I haven't seen one of the sentences being, you're damned, you can't work anymore for the domestic violence. I haven't seen anybody do that. Even the ones who get jail time, they're able to come out and go get a job. So you're telling this man he can't do his livelihood, which has been football all his life, and you're telling him he can't play, you can't work anymore. Because you hit this woman, you can't work anymore. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, the NFL's got a whole lot of stuff that's going on. Let's move on to Adrian Peterson. That's another sentence. He
hit the kid with a tree branch. You ever been hit with a tree branch?
been hit with a lot of things.
Yeah, hit with a lot of things. But the tree back was a switch.
Right.
I mean, so have you ever been hit with a switch?
Oh man.
They made it seem like he picked up a tree and hit his son with it. Once again, I don't think you should be hitting kids either.
No.
But you should be able to discipline your kid.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, and you can say, like some people say, he went too far, he did this, he did that. Here's the one thing that people have to understand all around. You love these guys when they got the helmet on.
Exactly.
But as soon as they take it off and act like they really know, and they revert back to what they know.
Yeah.
He reverted back to what he know. Now, if he went overboard, maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
Yeah.
We weren't there. But people revert back to what they know. So when you got people, he the switch whole thing and this and that, that's something he knew, and that was a discipline that he learned.
Exactly.
It's wrong.
It's wrong.
It's wrong. He understands that. You suspended him.
Yeah.
My problem with stuff like this and that they continually do is, don't make him pay for the mistakes you made before when you let Dante Stallworth come back.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
I mean, come back because the family apparently agreed it was okay.
This is true.
But still, don't overdo these
Don't overdo
things.
it. Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. This is WBGR on the Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Harnett of Effective Chiropractic and Integrative Healthcare Centers. I'm letting you know that we have a team of doctors at our office with one goal in mind, and that's to get you better. We have a team of chiropractors, medical doctors, nurse practitioners, and an entire physical therapy rehab team that is trained in the latest methods to get you better with your condition. We treat everybody like family in our practice and customize individual treatment plans based on your specific problems and goals. Then as a team, we will develop a plan to get you better as quickly as possible. If you don't need one of the medical services we offer for acute pain, then you will start our chiropractic PT rehab program for comfortable pain relief using hydro massage tables, electrical stem, traction, cold laser, decompression, zero gravity massage chairs, and more. We eventually work your way into our active rehab room using vibration plates, fit balls, foam rollers, inversion tables, and other stretching and exercises to get you better safely and effectively. We will show you a safe and effective way to exercise and stretch so you can do it at home. Please check out our state-of-the-art office at 683 Old Mill Road, Millersville, Maryland. Make your appointment today. Call 410-729-2200. Again, that's 410-729-2200. Effective Chiropractic and Integrative Healthcare Center.
Welcome back. This is Behind the Glass with Lionel Green and Glenn Wooten. We've been talking about should college athletes get paid. We've also talked about professional athletes, what happened with Rice and Peterson.
Right.
Let's move on to something a little more, fun.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about what happened here at WBGR. What we can announce is that WBGR also has its entertainment division.
Good
Yes,
job,
I'm glad
good
about
job.
that. WBGR that's in the works. We have a lot of artists that'll be coming through, all calling in, doing different interviews, things like that. So I'm very excited about that. And if you want to get your project on WBGR, contact us. Facebook us, inbox.
Inbox us, or give us a call, 301-429-WBGR. That's 301-429-9247. And we'll get your stuff right on the air. We'll get you in here, get your interview. We have Tori Nelson coming in tomorrow.
Oh, the WIBA welterweight undefeated champion. Tori Nelson will be with us. And listen, she has a very compelling story.
Yes, she does.
And we were at the fight. We had the privilege to be at a fight the other weekend. And man,
at
what
the
did you
Patriot
think?
Center. Oh, it was excellent, man. It was the best fight of the night.
Man, I tell you, Tori Nelson did a thing. But now on that, we have also coming in studios Tony Jetta.
There you go.
Who won that championship fight at that vacated belt against Jimmy Lang.
Exactly.
And Tony Jetta, boy, he surprised me. At one point, he's talking retirement here at 38. Man,
now he's ready to roll.
I think his ranking went up. Number
his
5
ranking went up. He looked good. He looked like he was in shape. But we got a lot coming up on WBGR.
Yes, sir.
We're going to thank you for tuning in to Behind the Glass here on the WBGR Sports Network. We look forward to you continuing to follow us on Facebook, WBGR Sports.
WBGR Entertainment,
WBGR Online.
Yes.
It's just WBGR. We taking over.
Yeah, excited about the new year and things that we've been blessed to do.
Yeah.
And so, Lionel, I'll see you on this side of the glass.
All right, have a good Thanksgiving.